Hello friends, welcome back. We're kind of hearing about different people's stories, and today I want to welcome my friend Marissa. Welcome here, we're so excited.
Thanks for having me.
Of course. So why don't you start by just sharing a little bit about who you are and your story.
Okay, so I'm 17 years old. I have always been a Christian. I've lived my life in a Christian home, and my dad is a pastor, so I've always learned a lot from my parents and my siblings and the people that I've surrounded myself with. I love doing sports, hanging out with friends, but the most important thing to me and the thing that I love doing most is music and singing, playing guitar, playing piano, and I really love writing too. I love writing stories and writing songs and all that kind of stuff. That's my favorite thing to do. And so when I was in about grade 8, I just finished grade 11, so when I was in grade 8, I got diagnosed with an anxiety disorder. And then this past year, when I saw the psychologist, I got diagnosed with kind of more specifically an OCD disorder and panic disorder as well. So music has kind of really helped me cope with all of that, and I've written a couple songs, and it's just really helped me express the way that I feel when a lot of people don't understand the way I feel. And so that's why music is one of the most important things in my life to me.
So that's what music has meant to you. It's been an outlet and it's a way to kind of express yourself.
Yeah, I definitely strongly feel that music, lyrics, notes, all that kind of stuff really can express better than words can. They can speak louder than words. So it's definitely helped me a lot to have that gift that God's given me.
I'm a musician too, and I like to write songs as well, and I really feel like sometimes when I get emotional, I cry and I get really worked up and I can't get out the words that I want to get out, and I feel like music, I can get it out in a graceful way and an eloquent way, and it feels like I've got kind of more control over what I'm saying. Do you feel the same way?
Yeah, definitely. I definitely do. I've also noticed that when I'm in that turmoil and that phase of really stressed out, really worried and just breaking down, that's the best time to write, because that's the only thing that can kind of organize my thoughts and make me feel sane and not crazy. So yeah, I definitely get that.
Okay, so today we want to feature one of Marissa's songs. What's the name of your song?
The name of my song is My Child.
Awesome. And so this song is from God's perspective, right?
Yes, it's from the perspective of God.
Awesome. So why don't you just share what inspired you to write this song?
So pretty much my inspiration for this song kind of stemmed from the whole idea of feeling like I had to be strong in front of other people, and especially strong in front of Jesus. And so the song is from Jesus' perspective, telling us you don't have to be afraid, and you don't have to be strong all the time. The first line is, you don't have to be strong all the time or put on your best face for me. And sometimes people break, and that's okay. God is a loving Father, and He wants to bring us in with open arms. And really the image that I'm trying to portray with this song is just the whole image of God saying you can come to me and I will give you rest. And in the Bible, it tells us so many times not to be afraid. And as someone who struggled with a lot of fear in their lives, and then feeling ashamed for being fearful and ashamed for feeling that way, Jesus was just telling me when I was writing this song that you don't have to be perfect. Nobody's perfect. You don't have to hide anything from me. You can be vulnerable with me. You can come and I will give you rest when you're weary.
You don't have to be strong all the time, or put on your best face for me. Sometimes people break, and it's okay if you don't know how to move want your heart. It's okay if you're not ready. I'll always be. Just give it all to me. Just give it all to me. I'll wipe your tears. You are my child. You'll always be.
How does singing this song make you feel?
Well, so when I was writing it, it was during a time where I was not doing super well, and I was just really feeling a lot of shame and frustration. So when I went to the piano and I just started playing something, and I just started singing it. I didn't have anything written down, I just kind of started. And so the first time that I was singing it, I just felt like this weight being lifted off my shoulders, and I felt a lot of peace from God, and I felt that those words were really from the Lord, and that's really how I felt about it. And after that, as I would kind of go back and play the song, kind of refine it and make it a little bit better and make more sense, I definitely kept getting that feeling back again. And it's kind of a song where if I'm not having a good day, I'll go and play it, and it'll just make me feel so much better.
That's so great that you've been able to write something that's such a reminder to you every time you play it. What's the biggest message that you would like people to take from your song when they hear it?
The whole message of the song that I wanted to get out to everybody was that this life is full of storms and full of trials and full of hard times, but God is going to be our anchor in the storm, and He's going to hold us there even when we're scared to be held. And something that I've learned, I learned this a little while ago, I heard it in a sermon, was that we expect Jesus to be like a helicopter Jesus and just lift us right up out of it and rescue us. But He's not a helicopter, He's an anchor. And we're gonna go through hard times, we're gonna go through trials, but He's gonna be the anchor to hold us in the storm and to hold us in the trial. And so we are scared to be held, we wanna run away from our problems, we don't wanna give our worries to God or our burdens to God, but that's exactly what He wants us to do, because He is loving and He's full of grace, and He wants to hold us during that time and be there for us. So being vulnerable with Jesus is okay. Like He made us and He knows all of our faults. So being vulnerable with Jesus is okay, and you don't have to put on a face all the time and be perfect all the time.
I love that. That's a beautiful thing for people to take from that. So there are a few lines in your song when I read the lyrics and heard you sing it that just really struck me. They're really beautiful. So one of them says, "It's okay if you're not ready, I'll always be." I just think that it's just so great, and I love it because we as humans, we're so flawed, and we've got so many problems, and we're not always ready to take that leap of placing all of our problems in God's hand. And so we're kind of like holding back, like you said, we're not ready to be vulnerable. And I just love that line where God is saying, it's okay that you're not, because I'm always going to be ready. Like no matter when you're ready, I am here, and I'm ready to take that burden from you. And I just think, wow, what a beautiful thing for you to have written. And I really like that. And the second line that I really liked is, "You belong to me, you're my child, you'll always be." And this seems to, for me, it kind of echoes the other part that I said, but it seems to take it a step further, because it's saying that we're all God's children, and there's nothing that we can do to change that. And I love that. I love all of these things that you've written. I think you're really talented, and I think God is really using you through your testimony, through your words, through your music, and it's just awesome that you've been able to be here today and share your song and share a little bit about you. And so if you guys liked hearing Marissa's story, just be sure to leave a comment down below and encourage her. Let her know that you loved her music, that you loved her story, or even comment if you identify with some of the things that she shared about her own life. All right, that's it for now, friends. See you next time.